So Jeremy was telling her, lady, get your food. Lady, get your food. And she just steadily arguing and arguing with this man. I would have been out of there. But they said that her son was standing outside and watching what was happening. Now, I thought, I had read another article. I thought that he was supposed to be waiting for her in the car, but maybe he seen what was going on, and that's when he came to check it out. Like, mom, you okay? But in the midst of all this arguing, I don't know what came over Jeremy, but he hauled back. I mean, like, hauled back with his fist, a closed fist, guys, and hit this lady. I mean, the lady was backed up in the corner, and he was like really wailing on her. And that's when you can hear in the video, you can hear a shot. Now, after this first shot, they said that Jeremy was shot in his back. Okay, so they said after that shot, they said that the mom encouraged her son to go after the guy and make sure to finish him off. So I was like, this just turned from not self-defense to, like, unaliving somebody, murder. So I'm like, I don't know how they can justify that. I can understand that he was trying to, if it was me in the situation and I mean, her son is only 14, and I saw somebody like wailing on my mom, and I had something with me to protect her, yeah, I would use it. But I mean, then she tells him to go after him and finish him off. That is just so crazy. Like, I think everybody in this situation was like really heated in this situation. And it's so sad that it had to come down to this, because Carlisha's son is an excellent student. He's an honor student. Like, he wasn't a bad kid. Like, a lot of people are making him out to be some bad kid. Yeah, he did do something wrong, but was he always like this? No. He wasn't always like this, guys. He was a good, they said he was a good kid, and a lot of people are blaming the mom, but, I can't blame the mom, for this situation at all, because this was a lady that was just coming to get something to eat, and then, she winds up getting into this altercation with this guy. And, Jeremy, he just wouldn't let up. He was just really, arguing with this lady. I think he should have been the bigger person. And been like, you know what, lady? I'm not even going to argue with you. I'm just going to go on about my business and get my food and get out of here. Now, they said that Jeremy was with his girlfriend. And the strange thing about that is that I don't understand why his girlfriend, didn't be like, come on, babe, let's go. Like, this ain't even worth it. Let's go. But allegedly, she was egging and agitating all of this on. And look what happened. Now he's going, was it really worth it? I mean, a lot of people could de-escalate it, that situation, really fast. There was a lot of other men in there, which a lot of people were kind of confused. Like, okay, there's all these men in here, and you see a woman being hit like that, but nobody does nothing. And a lot of people are saying, well, a lot of people, they don't want to get involved in stuff like that. And that's fine. But there's still people out there that will check you. If you, especially hitting a woman like that. Like, I could have seen if it was something like he pushed her or something. But man, this was like a Floyd Mayweather hit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no soul hit. Like he really, took his hand back like this, because you could see it in the video, and he knocked her a couple of times on top of her head. Now that could have unalived her. So she was in a very dangerous situation, because if you hit a person wrong, you can end up unaliving them. And that whole situation, it was just really crazy. The whole situation was crazy. Um, it was just really sad. So guys, the pilot that I'm going to be using today is my own pilot. And if you want to purchase this pilot, it's my summer time pilot. If you want to purchase this pilot, you can purchase this pilot on my Poshmark. I will link all the links in the description, so you can go over there and check it out if you are interested. But I'm just going to do my regular pink look that I like to do on my eyes. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this. So, is there anybody out there that has heard about this story? Because this story is like, it already went viral. I think when people heard that story, people were probably like, oh my God, please say that this is not real. Please say that this is not true. Because at first I was like, oh my God. I said, please say that this is like, that this ain't real. Please say that this ain't real. Because it's just like the youth, like they're getting younger and younger. Like y'all already know, a rapper by the name of Puff Smoke or Pop Smoke was unalived by a teenager. So it seems like these kids are being able to get these guns, but they are saying that Carlisha, she has a permit to carry. So, but for her son to have the gun, like, I'm kind of confused. Like, is he the one that usually carry the gun around or what have you? Now, in um, the news was saying that Carlisha was trying to get the gun from her was trying to get the gun from her son, because she wanted him to shoot the girlfriend, to shoot a witness, because the witness was laughing. So that was crazy all in itself. Like she was trying to terminate. To me, the mom was trying to terminate everybody. Like the mom was mad because they were laughing, and I can understand that, because you shouldn't be laughing. When a situation is going down like that. Like, I don't understand some people. Like, they probably were teenagers, but who laughs when something is going on like that? Like, you're not supposed to laugh at stuff like that. So she was really pissed off about that, and I could definitely understand, where she was coming from when she said she was pissed off about that. Because I would be too. I would be like, what are you laughing for? Like, this isn't a laughing matter. Like, this is serious. Like, this guy just assaulted me. But I'm sure that those women that were laughing, I'm sure that most of them were little kids, because you could hear in the video the kids were like, "Ooh!" They just sound like they just sound like children. You can tell adult voice from kid voices, and those were definitely probably like teenagers, immature. That's just them. You can't change that. But yeah, that whole situation was so crazy, guys. I just couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it, and it was just so. The whole thing was just so freaking sad. That now we have a young boy that could go away for a very long time if his lawyer, if his lawyer can't get the self-defense off, which he can try, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get it off now that it's saying that her son followed him out and kept shooting. So, and when she tried to take the gun because she wanted him to shoot somebody else, the son was like, "No, I'm done." I just was targeting that guy because he was assaulting you, but Now you want me to go after these people and they ain't do nothing just because you said they laugh? That is so freaking crazy, guys. The whole situation was so crazy and it's so sad. Um, because now we don't know what's gonna happen to. Now we don't know what's gonna happen to him. We don't know what's gonna happen to him. He could get a lot of years in prison for this because he took a man's life. Like, this is not known. This is not attempted. The man in this situation, Jeremy Brown, he did not make it. Because they were saying when they was in the store and he shot Jeremy once in the back, Jeremy ran out of the establishment. He ran out of that store. And that's when his mom proceeded to tell him to, keep shooting him. Keep shooting him. And he followed what his mom told him to do. And now he is not here anymore, but you just can't be going around hitting women like that. Especially when she's with a family member. You can't be doing stuff like that, dog. Boy, this world is so freaking crazy. What do we do? What do we do? Well, yeah, so that was the whole story, about that. I don't know if they're gonna have a live trial. If this is gonna be a live trial, we're just gonna have to see. But I always watch the trials on Crime and Network or Network and Crime, and they always have like cases on there. So I'm sure if they do, it would be on there. Yeah, but I don't even know. I wonder. I'm trying to figure out what were they really arguing about. Like, it could be so many things that they were arguing about. So many things that they were arguing about, but I just want to know what could you be arguing about to make it go to this extreme? What could they be arguing about is what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. I don't know what they could be arguing about. I couldn't tell you, but I tell you it was a very sad story. A very sad story. I hate to hear about stuff like that, especially when it has to do with my own community of people. It really makes me sad that that had to go down like that. So now everybody's probably like, well, what's next? What's next? What's next is um they're gonna figure out how many years they're gonna give this young guy. That's what's next for this whole incident. Like, now I mean, because he was 14. Like, dude, the guy, he didn't even finish school yet, guys. He didn't even finish school yet. That's the sad part about it. And he was a good kid. But that's why I would tell anybody, like, if you're in a situation like that, and you have somebody arguing with you and stuff, sometimes it's just best to, you know what I'm saying, just walk away and be like, okay, you win, I lose, you know, because it's not even worth all the headache. Plus, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen in a certain situation. Like this situation, I'm sure that Jeremy didn't expect that to happen. He didn't expect that that a 14-year-old boy would carry him out of here. Yeah, but I don't know what got into him. Like, I'm not understanding that. Like, what got into him to be like, okay, I'm gonna put my hands on this lady. I don't understand that. He should have just walked away. Be like, look, I ain't even gonna sit here and argue with you. It is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. I ain't got time. I got places to go and people to see, and you're not that important for me to be arguing. You're really not. And that's what I would say to her. I was like, look, girl, you know, and I ain't gonna argue with you. And you never know, she might be like, well, then don't argue. Well, then don't argue. I'm not, lady. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just waiting for my food, and that's it. But yeah, that the girlfriend, if she was instigating it, she knows she was wrong. She knows she was wrong. She should have been de-escalating the situation. Like, come on, babe. You know, we're not even gonna argue with this lady. Come on, let's just, get our food. Or I don't know if they were dining then. I don't know, but I would really like to know. I would really like to know what led to all of this. What led to all of this? Because to tell you the truth, all this did not have to happen. All this did not have to happen at all. This definitely could have been avoided. This definitely could have been avoided. They could have both been big about it. Both of them, not just him, but her too. She could be like, look, I'm not even gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna fuss with you, dude. I'm not even gonna fight with you because it's not even worth it. Like, fuss with you for what? You're not even worth the time. You're not even worth the effort for me to even argue with you. And that's how it should have went, but that's not how it went. It went totally left. It went totally left, and now there's a family that don't have their loved one anymore. And his family members is probably like, dang, why didn't he just, you know what I'm saying, just leave? I wouldn't even argue with her. You know what I'm saying? I would just left. And be like, look, I'm out of here. You can sit here and you can argue with yourself, lady, because I'm not gonna argue with you no more. I'm done with it. Ain't even worth me arguing with you. I don't even know why I started arguing with you, but I'm just not. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Now they also said that Jeremy had he had kids, which is really sad. Now his kid is probably gonna ask like what happened to my dad? Why my dad not here? They gonna have to tell him your dad got arguing with this lady at a hot dog stand. And he hit the lady a couple times. And the lady's son came, and he shot your dad. So nobody wins. Nobody wins in this whole situation. I mean, nobody wins. Everybody loses in this situation. And there's definitely a lot of opinions on who was right and who was wrong. And the people that I heard that was talking about it, they're talking about more so him hitting a lady like that, because you can actually hear him when he hits her. You can actually hear the contact. Like you can hear the punch. So he hit that lady with all his might. With all his might, he hit that lady. But I tell you, when people get in their emotions, you never know how they're going to react. So you have to expect the unexpected all the time. especially in heated arguments and stuff like that. That's why I don't ever try to put myself in any of those predicaments. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes stuff follow people. And sometimes you can't get out of certain stuff. And sometimes people feel like, look, I gotta say something. Or you never know, Jeremy might have been showing off in front of his girlfriend. Because, a lot of men do that. They show off in front of their girlfriends. But I'm big, I'm bad, I'm tough. But I'm trying to think, would it have been different if it was like a different scenario? Like if it was like a scenario like if Jeremy was like arguing with Carlisha, and they're arguing back and forth and stuff, and then he tells, because Jeremy was there with his girlfriend, and he tells his girlfriend, "Hey, handle her," and Carlisha and the girlfriend start arguing. I'm 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 trying to figure out, would the 14-year-old boy have the same reaction if the lady was hitting his mom? I don't know if it would be the same reaction. I don't know. I don't know if it. I don't think that little boy. I don't think he would. The teenage boy, would shoot the woman. I think he would just let them battle it out because it would be fair. It would be fair than a man. So yeah. So I don't think that. I don't think the teenage boy would have shot or used that gun if Carlisha and Jeremy's girlfriend had been arguing. I don't think he would have did that. I think he would probably just let his mom, you know, fight it out because it's two women. But I think when he seen the way, I mean, if y'all have not seen that video, it is it's a trigger warnings on all the video. It has to be, because to see a man hit a woman like that, like he hit her like he was hitting a grown man, and he was tearing that lady's head up. It was terrible. That's why I'm not playing it I talk about it, but I'm not playing that video. I'm not playing that video on my channel because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Y'all see my little clothes in the back. I got I got what you call it, fold my clothes today. I think what I'm gonna be doing today is cleaning up, straightening up. Um just straighten and clean up. Today is a clean up day for me. So I'm gonna be cleaning up, sweeping, mopping, dusting. I'm doing all that today. So I'll probably be watching somebody's YouTube. I don't know. I'm gonna be watching somebody's YouTube because there's been a lot going on. But I had to come and talk about that situation because it was just so freaking crazy. I just think that I think both of them could have been like, ooh, that gave a little shimmer. Yeah, I think that both of them could have been like, you know what, it ain't even worth it. And I'm not gonna waste my time arguing with you, but guys, that was the whole story. So now I'm definitely gonna do an update on what's gonna happen to the little 14-year-old boy. They're already been charged. They're already locked up. I think it was a $3 million bond, which is a lot. But man, I'm telling you, it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy um, to hear about that situation. It was really sad. I'm gonna try to line my lips. Y'all know how to line your lips with lipstick. You do just like this. You gotta do it on the tip. That's how you do it. But yeah, that was a crazy situation, guys. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this whole situation? Do you think it would be different if the roles were reversed? Do you think that that her son was still shot if she was fighting a woman? Or do you think he would be like, nah, I'ma just let my mom got that. But since it was the dude, a dude that was like manhandling his mom, and y'all should have seen the video of how fast he took the gun out. Like, he ain't waste no time. He ain't waste no time. All that honor student and everything, that went on straight on out the door. Um, Also, Carlissa's sister had spoke on a video, and she was like that she's standing behind them 100% because she's saying that the things that they're saying is not true. She said that she said that her sister never ordered him to go do anything. Okay, and if that's the case, then yeah, we're cool with that. But we gotta get to the bottom of it now, because if the sister is saying that that's not what happened, then we gotta get to the bottom of what really happened, because obviously that's not what witnesses are saying, because there were people in the store. So I guess the news outlets are getting the information from the witnesses, and that's what the witnesses said that went down. That's what they heard. That's what they seen. So I don't know. Maybe the sister need to investigate some more, or I don't know. But this is what we're getting from news outlets, and the news outlets and the law enforcement or whatever, it says that's what they're getting from the witnesses. And hey, a witness is a witness. But yeah, it still, nobody wins in this. This whole situation, it definitely could have been avoided. Um, I don't know, the patrons that was in the store. I mean, God, there was men in the store and witnessed this woman being beat down by this man, and people run out the store. Now I can understand if it's an older man, cause older men, come on man, a lot of older men, they can't fight like that. They can't get involved with that. So for somebody to say, "Oh, the older man, he just got on up out of there," yeah, he know that he ain't no competition to fight that young guy, and the way he seen him beat her down with them fists. You think that old man is gonna go over there and try to challenge him to anything? He's not gonna do that, and he shouldn't have to do that anyway. No older person should put themselves in any type of situation. Even if they were young, they shouldn't put themselves in any type of situation. But if there were some young people up in there that, you know what I'm saying, that was skilled, you could have did something. You could have pulled them off. You ain't have to beat them up, but you could have pulled them off like, yo, like, come on, what are you doing? That's a lady. Just like in the movie Friday. Everybody was scared of Debo, except Lisa wasn't scared of him, because she confronted him at the end of the movie. Remember, she wasn't scared of him. And also Craig, you know, he at the end, because a lot of people was like that he was scared, you know, but at the end he confronted Debo, and after Debo had hit Lisa, he was like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like that's a female," you know, and he had to stand his ground. But man, oh, her name wasn't Lisa. I think it was Dana or something like that. I don't remember. I'm thinking now. I'm thinking of her playing in what is it, Fresh Prince. So I think her name was Dana. I don't know what her name was, but I know she wasn't scared of him, and she checked him at the end. You know, when the movie was wrapping up, and Craig was like, "Oh no, we're not going down like that. Like that's a female." So I think somebody in there should have been like, "Hey, what, yo, come on, man, what you doing? Like that's a female. That's a mother right there. You really gonna hit her right there? Like her son staying out there? Like, come on." So this whole situation could be been de-escalated, but it was not, and unfortunately Jeremy lost his life, and the mom and the son, they might lose their life too. You don't know how much time they gonna get. I would have to research how much time um you can get in Chicago for unaliving somebody. But man, it's sad. So guys, if you haven't seen or heard about this story, you can go check it out. Um, it's on TikTok. You know, all you have to push in is probably pushing Carlisha Hood, and all this stuff will pop up. But man, when he hit her, I was like, wow, wow. I just can't. I've never seen no man haul off and hit a woman like that. Never, all my 43 years of living on this earth, I've never seen that, ever. And I hope I don't ever have to see that again. But that whole situation, it was just raw emotion, disagreement, negativity, like the whole thing. So, you know, everybody knows that the little 14-year-old boy, he's gonna need some kind of punishment. You know, we already know that he's gonna need some kind of punishment because he pulled the trigger and he took somebody out. How much time he needs to get, I don't know. The judge the judge is gonna have to decide that, but I mean, I just send my prayers out to both of the families because nobody wins in this situation. Nobody wins. It's just really sad. It's really sad. And that's why I think that like those kind of establishments and stuff like that, I think it's better for them to just have a self serve, like like Wawa's does. You know how you can just go to the little register they have and just press your meal in or whatever, and then you go pay for the ticket and then you wait in line. I think it's better to do it that way. That way people are not so much, looking at the menu, and people is all up around you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just too much. Cause I think if they had something like that where the mother came in, you know what I'm saying, and she just went to the the little register and ordered her meal, and the ticket go back there, and then she just waited for her meal. I think it would have been better. Cause I'm trying to figure out what were they arguing about. That's what we really don't. That's what we really don't know. Like, what were they arguing about? Somebody said it was a grub spat or a grub dispute. Like, about what though? About what? Did somebody get the wrong food order? What happened? Did somebody cut the line? I don't know. But I'm about to get on up out of here, guys. Thank you so much for, listening to me. Always like and subscribe my channel. Always hit the bell notification so you won't miss another video. And you can also pick my pilot up on Poshmark. I'm going to leave all the information in the description. So you guys can go over there and check it out. And, support your girl because I love you guys. Bye-bye.